As we work to create light for others, we naturally light our own way. In the right light, at the right time, everything is extraordinary. Good evening, respected dignitaries of the dais, Vice Principal Sir, Professor Banubihari Mishra, our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Nirmal Chandra Mahapatra, Sir, our chief guest for today's evening, Professor Dr. UN Panda, Head of Department of Radiation Oncology, Professor Dr. S.N. Senapati, Sir, senior faculties, respected teachers, esteemed guests, online viewers, ladies and gentlemen, and our dear friends. I, Dr. Abhipsha Dash,
and I, Dr. Abhishek Sarangi, welcome you all on behalf of the Postgraduate Department of Radiation Oncology to 75 for 75, the Platinum Jubilee celebration of SCB Medical College, Cuttack. Radiation oncology is a challenging and ever-advancing discipline of medical science that aims to help people who are suffered with the emperor of all maladies, that is cancer. From the era of deep X-ray to the present day where precision is prime, we have strived for excellence in technologically sound, latest state-of-the-art linear accelerators for conformal radiotherapy by varying techniques such as IMRT, IGRT, VMAC, and stereotaxy.
the sustained perseverance, the effortless efforts, the relentless patience of our team at the Postgraduate Department of Radiation Oncology strives to provide best medical care with both curative and palliative intent in a cost-effective manner to give quality of life to all our patients. It is this gesture of selflessness and compassion we all have gathered here to celebrate.
We welcome you all with gratitude to this gala celebration for this Platinum Jubilee by the Postgraduate Department of Radiation Oncology, Acharya Harihar Postgraduate Institute of Cancer, SCB Medical College, Cuttack. I would now invite Professor Dr. S.N. Senapati, sir, Head of the Department of Radiation Oncology, to come up to the dais. I would request Dr. Suchitra Samal to felicitate sir and accompany him to the dais. I would now like to invite Professor Dr. Banubihari Mishra, sir, Head of the Department. I would now like to invite the guest of honor, Professor Dr. Nirmal Chandra Mahapatra, Head of the Department of Orthopedics, to come up to the dais, and I would request Dr. Dharitri Das to accompany sir and felicitate him with a bouquet. It is now my pleasure to invite Professor Dr. UN Panda, sir, to come up to the dais. I would request Dr. Pushpa Manjari Naik to felicitate sir. Sir is also our chief guest for this evening.
A big round of applause for Sir, please.
I would now request Professor Dr. Banubihari Mishra, sir, Head of the Department of General Surgery and our Vice Principal, to come up to the dais. And I would request Dr. Bijay Lakshmi Pradhan to accompany sir and felicitate him with a bouquet.
Shubham karoti kalyanam, arogyam dhana sampada, Shatru Buddhi Vinashaya Deepan Jyoti Namastute. I request Dr. Sulatna Mahante to come ahead for the invocation of the Almighty.
Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarvavighnopashantayet Agajana Anana Padmarikam Gajanana Maharnisham Ani Thank you.
Professor in HUT, Department of Surgery, an astute clinician, remarkable surgeon, one of the safest and finest hands in surgery. I request Professor Dr. Bonabihari Mishra sir to come ahead and speak a few words of encouragement.
Respected chief guest of this evening, Professor U.N. Pani, guest of honor, Professor Nirmal Chandra Mahapatra, head of the Department of Radiation Oncology, Professor Surendra Sanapati, the senior most professor, retired professors of Radiation Oncology, Professor Datesh Surhota, who is busy in a very important meeting. I all welcome you to this August gathering to celebrate the Platinum Jubilee of the Radiation Oncology of SCB Medical College. I will be very brief actually because every evening you are listening to the story of the Platinum Jubilee celebration. Now I'm sure everybody knows, everybody is aware of the fact of this, and we are all set right to celebrate today's occasion also. Today, actually, I have got an opportunity to express my feelings that whatever has happened since last few days in the history of SCB Medical College, and if you gather the history of other medical colleges also, probably such a long Platinum Jubilee celebration might have not been done anywhere. I can just express what is my feeling. What I have derived is from the present, and that will help for the future also. What I have analyzed the way, the purpose of celebrating the Platinum Jubilee, the way we have celebrating till now and we will be celebrating further, and what we are gaining for the future reference. In my analysis, what I have gathered, I may be wrong or I may differ from others. What I have gathered in my mind, that to accommodate such a Platinum Jubilee or any Jubilee of such magnanimity, what we need, an able, visionary administrator who can think, who can spend time, and who can execute his ideas the way our dean is functioning. Second thing, what I feel for the growth of our institution and particularly for the celebration under the head, there must be different heads who must be of the same mind, with the same voice, with the same ability to be in the stream for a better functioning. Next thing I will say in my analysis, what we have gained by now. If I say that we are losing time, no. Let us practically see what we have gained. We have gained a lot. Probably what I feel, I have spent so many years in this institution, but this year I feel that we are able to ignite the lamp. We are able to ignite the young minds. See, probably over these 37 departments who presented in the academic forum every evening, what we have achieved is that we have created a stimulus for the academic growth. It has become a competition. It is not a culture, rather it is a competitive culture. See, all the departments have presented very well in the academic. When you come to this celebration, again, there is a competition. Every day, all the heads of the departments who are there to support their performance, they have thought that how best I can perform. So once you infuse the idea of competition, that means competition leads, a healthy competition leads to the growth of the society as a whole. And what last we are learning that is futuristic for me, that maybe that after few years, another 25 years, when we reach the centenary celebration, most of us, including me, we may not be here. 25, everything is teaching us that how best we can celebrate this when we complete the 100 years. So this is a very futuristic idea which I have developed today. I wanted to share you. And in between this today and this centenary year, what is our plan? That with the past experience, with the present knowledge that we are gathering from these activities, and believing that we will be having a bright future when we are celebrating the centenary, all these 25 years long, we will dedicate ourselves to the teaching, to the treatment, and ultimately we'll have to develop a good culture for the growth of all of us individually and the institution collectively. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's words of wisdom like yours that keep inspiring us to do more. It takes grit and determination to be the most able leader of a busy regional cancer center. For the past 3 decades, our respectable HOD, Professor Dr. S.N. Senapati sir, has been an anchor for the Acharya Hariyar Postgraduate Institute of Cancer, sailing through tide and time. It is sir who has held many feathers to its hat. Sir is an institution in himself and a face of our department across various international forums. Without much ado, I request sir to kindly say a few words.
Thank you, Abhishek. Chief guest of today's evening, Professor UN Ponda, my teacher, my mentor, the Dean and Principal, Professor Dateshwar, Professor Geeta Sahu, the guest of honor of today's evening, Professor Nirmal Chandra Mahapatra, our director, Professor Dr. Lalatendu Sadangi, the Dean and Principal of HPGIC, Professor Niranjan Raut, heads of department and the faculties of SCB Medical College, Cuttack, as well as the HPGIC, the stalwarts and the torch bearer of the Department of Radiation Oncology, who are the eminent radiation oncologists not only in our state, as well as the national level, as well as the international level also, our teacher, our mentor, our guide. Dear faculties, students, the online viewer of 75 for 75 Platinum Jubilee celebration and supported care and media. I feel honored to welcome you all in this evening as part of 75 for 75 Platinum Jubilee of SCB Medical College and presented by Department of Radiation Oncology on today evening. Professor Ivan Ponda, my teacher, my mentor, my guide, for whom not only me, my colleagues and my juniors are in front of him on today. It is his blessings. I congratulate the dynamic Dean and Principal of SCB Medical College, Professor Dateshwar Hota, whose endeavor is for the success of organizing this glorious event. He is a man of vision, and his vision for the growth and success of the institution is truly remarkable. The 75 for 75 Platinum Jubilee celebration is his brainchild, and it is what we are observing today. It is due to the Professor Dateshwar Hota and his dynamic team, and particularly Liti Madam is also there. It is a uniquely crafted this statues for which we are here. We are that statue, and who has made them alive. Secondly, it's a platform for exchange of ideas among peers for the development and upliftment of this institution. Thirdly, due to this program being live stream, it is much needed opportunity to connect to our extended family and fraternity of doctors, especially in this time of a global pandemic. As well as this is an opportunity where we can also explore the different talents among all the faculties. One of the bright example is our dean and principal, who is a best singer that we had also not known about it, but we only appreciated his first program during the urology department program. The guest of honor for today bring Professor Dr. Nirma Chandra Mahapatra, head of the Department of Orthopedics, who do not need any introduction. He himself is an institution having both state as well as the national. We are very fortunate to have Professor Nirma Mahapatra as our guest of honor for today's evening. The professor and heads of different departments of SCB Medical College and PGIC, like our different faculties are there. So, who have guided us to bring our department of radiotherapy, and my beloved teachers, Professor K.B. Das, Professor C.R. Naik, Professor Nabhan Parida, Professor K.C. Sahu, Professor Arun Donpat, who have brought this department to a height of national repute. The Department of Radiotherapy fully manned with 2 professors, 2 associate professors, 6 assistant professors, and 11 senior residents, and 6 postgraduate students being admitted every year. Our Department of Radiation is fully equipped with the state of art like 2 linear accelerator, 2 cobalt unit, 1 CT simulator, 1 brachytherapy unit, CT scan, MRI, by which the treatment we treat approximately 400 patients per day. With the dynamic leadership and vision of our director, Dr. Lalatendu Sadangi, we are going to install 2 more linear accelerator, 1 cobalt unit, 1 simulator, and also 1 brachytherapy unit. And the work is almost in a verge of completion, expecting this project to be started within 6 months. And this will be the center of excellence, one of the center of excellence at the national level. Friends, I don't want to stand in between you and the most popularly designed cultural program. With the blessing of all of you, this department will be the center of excellence in future in cancer care in the country. God bless for the future prosperity of this Department of Radiation Oncology and our institution, that is Acharya Harihara Postgraduate Institution of Cancer, under the leadership of our dynamic director, Dr. Lalatendu Sadangi, and above all the SCB Medical College under the dynamic leadership of Professor Dateshwar Hota and his team. Jai Jagannath. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for this beautifully worded address. Now, I would request the guest of honor for this evening, Professor Dr. Nirma Chandra Mahapatra, sir, head of the Department of Orthopedics, director in charge of the Regional Spinal Injury Center, fellow in arthroplasty and AO trauma, instructor of national repute, kindly come forward and speak a few words. Sir, please.
our respected chief guest of the evening, Professor Yuvat Panda, Vice Principal, Professor B.B. Misro and Professor Gita Sahu, Director of Acharya Hariyar Institute, Professor Lalatendu Sarangi, my senior teachers, faculties, friends, and ladies and gentlemen. The Platinum Jubilee has been a momentous occasion in the history of SCB. While it has been the brainchild of our visionary Dean, Professor Hota, what makes it beautiful is the active participation of all the stakeholders. While Professor Hota has been meticulously laying down the bricks, all the stakeholders have been the glue to cement the bricks like the little squirrel doing its bits while building the Ram Setu. What is heartwarming is that the Jubilee has brought out unexpected surprise hidden talents among all the faculty and students, which was unnoticed. We also learned many new things about our departments, different departments which we never knew about our alma mater. I feel privileged to the guest of honor today on the 57th day of 75 year celebrations and thank the 75 committee and Professor Senapati for inviting me. 30 years ago, when I was a PG student here, the radiation oncology department was in infancy. It was called Department of Radiotherapy. You ask any cancer patient, they will tell you, I have taken 10 lights. Some will say the doctor advised me 30 lights. So that gave us further to teach my good friend and batchmate, Professor Surendra. Are aji kete light delo in the mess. So we also ask then what this light you are putting on the patients which is still invisible, and you say you are putting lights, things are like that. But friends, that invisible light has been has brought the rays of hope and light to many people suffering from end-stage malignancies who have lost all hope and staring at darkness. I deal with a lot of bone tumors which are highly malignant. Currently, in my unit, I have 9 malignant bone tumors. I admit because nobody admit them, and I have sympathy for them. I can't refuse them. When I joined the PG here, there was a saying: if a patient of osteosarcoma sees his next birthday, then you have to revise the diagnosis. It was the saying at that time. With improved radiation and chemotherapy, these people now has been able to lead a productive and fulfilling long life. That is the miracle of modern radio and chemotherapy. So it is heartening to know the Department of Radiation Oncology now having most modern technology like teletherapy, brachytherapy, linear accelerators, and expertise of the faculties under the able leadership of Professor Senapati, whose gentle smile and down-to-earth demeanor always inspires hope and soothes the nerve of these hopeless patients. I thank the spirit of all the doctors of this department who use more soft skills beside the expertise to handle patients who are staring at certain death. Very few of us are adept in dealing with these soft skills of this type of patients needed to deal with patients staring at death. The faculty and students of radiation oncology have tirelessly worked hard for patient care, academics, research, and brought laurels for the department both nationally and internationally to make this a center of excellence. My good wishes are with the Department of Radiation Oncology. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that kindly worded address. This is a gathering of stalwart, but none greater than the legendary Professor Dr. U.N. Panda sir, the senior most radiation oncologist of the state, the ex-HOD, PG Department of Radiation Oncology, and a revered teacher to all us radiation oncologists. Sir, I would like you to kindly grace this occasion with a few kind words. Sir, please.
Good evening to all of you. It's a great pleasure to be here. I remember 60 years ago, in 1959, I passed out from this place. This is my alma mater. This radiation oncology department was a part of the SCB Medical College Cuttack for quite a long time, till 1984, when it became an autonomous body and became a regional cancer center. But all these days, both the institutions, the SCB Medical College and the Radiation Oncology Department of the Regional Cancer Center are growing leaps and bounds, and it is a great, I lose weight when I get into the campus. In fact, today also it took me 10 minutes to find out the way to get into this, and ultimately I have to come to the main gate. So many buildings are coming up. The administration and the government is very fond of improving this institution into the international level with a lot of money to spend. And when we were there were only 50 students. Now there are 250 students. Everything is growing, life is going on, the institution is growing, the radiation oncology department is growing. We are fighting for a linear accelerator. We got two, and in a year or so, we will be getting another two. We have MRI there, we have CT scan there. Of course, we had a CT scan 30 years ago by donation from Japanese government. But after some time, it went out of order. Now we have CT scan, CT guided treatment planning system. Almost all that are necessary for a good postgraduate teaching institution are available now, so that the postgraduates can get their full facility and avail their full facilities. I won't take much time. It is a time of remembrance and wish that the institution should grow. And I am very hopeful and optimistic that everything will be changed in another 4 or 5 years. The whole outlook might be changed. The city also has got some change for the medical college. And with this, I take leave of you and thank all of you to have been invited to be here.
Thank you, sir, for the pearls of wisdom. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Guru Brahma. As Professor Dr. S.N. Senapati sir rightly said, there's a sacred Guru Shishya Parampara in this institute, and to honor that, I would now like to invite my Associate Professor Dr. Lucy Patnaik ma'am to kindly take over the proceedings. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Abhishek. We shall now continue with the most humble and prestigious moment of today's evening by felicitating our seniors, legendary doctors. And I would like to begin with our senior-most professor, teacher, and a veteran clinician, Professor Upendranath Panda. I kindly request Vice Principal Professor Dr. Panabihari Mishra to please come on the dais and to felicitate our senior doctors. Professor Upendranath Panda. Professor Upendranath Panda was born on.
May I request my director, Dr. Lalatendra Sarangi, to come to the desk, please.
Thank you, sir. Professor Upendranath Panda, the senior-most doctor and radiation oncologist of the state. He was born on 6th November 1934 in Anandpur, Kemchar. He did his MBBS from Utkal University 1959, DMRT from Utkal University 1967, MD from Bihar University 1970. He was awarded WHO Fellowship in Cancer Control in the United Kingdom, Germany, Sweden and USSR. He was trained in Cancer Hospital, Ottawa, Canada in 1989. He started as assistant surgeon, junior teacher, and then went on to become assistant professor in radiotherapy, HRCC Cuttack, and finally he became the professor and head of department in 1985 and retained the position till his retirement in 1994. He worked in Arab Republic, Damascus through the government of India, and he was a life member of various bodies like IMA and IRIA. I request our director sir to kindly felicitate our veteran teacher and clinician Professor Upendranath Panda. Sir, please.
Go back.
Sir, ଟିକେ sir से सीधा आने sir audio close हाँ sir ଟିକେ सीधा देखिए just 2 seconds once more. Thank you sir.
Thank you, sir. I request Professor Dr. Krishna Balab Das to please come on the dais. Next, please. Professor Krishna Balab Das. He was born in October 1945. He did his MBBS in Utkal University and MD in Utkal University. He received higher training in radiation oncology from Tata Memorial Hospital. He was the director of Acharya Harihar Regional Cancer Center, Cuttack, head of Department of Radiation Oncology, MKCG, and VSS Medical College, Cuttack. He published several scientific papers and was a clinical visitor in many cancer centers across the country as well as in Canada and United States of America. I request our director and vice principal to kindly felicitate Professor Krishna Balab Das, please. Next, please. Thank you, sir.
Sir, ठीक है. Once more, sir.
Professor
Thank you, sir.
C.R. Naik. Professor Chittaranjan Naik was born in June 1945. He did his MBBS from SCB Medical College, Cuttack in 1969, MD Radiotherapy from SCB Medical College, Cuttack. He became professor and head of department radiotherapy in 1994, became the director of Acharya Harihar Regional Cancer Center for more than 15 years. And he went as an overseas visitor of several cancer hospitals in Japan, Netherlands and Canada. He was trained in CT scan, radiotherapy, brachytherapy, and is a life member of various associations across the country. Professor C.R. Naik, sir, please.
ଟିକେ ପଛକୁ.
Thank you, sir. Professor Kailash Chandra Sahu.
Sir ଟିକେ सीधा. Sir ଏପଟେ. Once more, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I request Professor Kailash Chandra Sahu, sir, to please come on the dais. Sir is absent. Professor K.C. Sahu was professor and head of department radiotherapy in 1999, and he was a veteran teacher and professor in AHRCC for several years. Sir is absent today. And next is Professor Jageshwar Das. Sir has passed away. He passed away in 2010, but he was a professor of high repute and recognition and a veteran professor of Acharya Harihar Regional Cancer Center, Cuttack. Next, we have Professor Prabhas Manjari Patnaik. Professor Prabhas Manjari Patnaik is not with us today, but she was also the professor of radiotherapy and head of department radiotherapy in 2003, and she was a professor of national and international repute, received several medals and awards for her clinical research and studies in various parts of the country. Professor Dr. Arun Kumar Danpat. Professor Arun Danpat, sir, please. Okay. Professor Dr. Navaghan Parida. Professor Dr. Navaghan Parida, sir, he was born in 1944 and he was the first in his matriculation. Sir, he was a product of Devonshire College and then SCB Medical College, Cuttack. He was trained in Tata Memorial Hospital in 1980, Secretary of Indian Radiation Institute of Academy, President of OMTA, also contested for MP election from Bhubaneswar, and he is now devoted to selfless service for all cancer patients in need.
Back.
Thank you, sir. Professor Dayanidhi Singh.
Sir, tikke sidha mein.
Professor Dr. Dayanidhi Singh.
Once more, sir. Thank you, sir.
Professor Dr. Dayanidhi Singh, he did his MBBS from SCB Medical College, Cuttack. He did his MD from radiotherapy from SCB Medical College, Cuttack. He joined as assistant surgeon and then joined as professor and head of department radiotherapy HRCC, Cuttack, and remained as head of department from 2007 to December 2007. He is trained in Germany in recent radiotherapy techniques and has several students of national and international repute to his credit. Thank you, sir. These were our, thank you, sir. These were our professors.
Sir. Sir, ticket here. Okay, sir. Okay.
Next, please, we had two chief guests during our seminar, and they'll be seeing it online. Thank you, sir. I request members of the dais to please be seated to continue the online program, which is being live streaming on YouTube and Zoom. Next, please. Next. Our chief guests were, chief speakers were Dr. Kaushik Bhattacharya. Dr. Kaushik Bhattacharya is presently the director and head of department radiation oncology, Institute of Oncology, Hyderabad. He did his MBBS from SCB Medical College 1994, MD in Radiation Oncology from Acharya Harihar Regional Cancer Center. He's trained in All India Institute of Medical Sciences and then in Tata Memorial Hospital, Mumbai. He's an expert in neuro-oncology and various recent techniques like stereotactic radiation ablation and stereotactic radiotherapy of brain tumors, and he has served as senior consultant in Apollo Cancer Institute, Hyderabad till November 2020. He is an expert in advanced radiotherapy techniques, a mentor of several postgraduate students, MD and DNB students, and he is also a guide of several DNB students. Our next chief speaker was
Dr. Kaushik. Yes.
I request Dr. Kaushik Bhattacharya to speak a few words from Hyderabad.
Thank you very much. It's indeed a momentous occasion for any student of any institution to be honored by the Mother Institute. And I cannot but thank all the teachers whom I have been, taught by, and all of them, many of them I got to see now in the felicitation program. Senapati sir is of course here, and I saw Sir Naik, and my colleagues, my seniors, Dr. Saroj Majumdar, Siddharth Nanda, many of my students, when I came back to join TMH after I finished my TMH program, I joined back in Cuttack that time. Students from that time, Razina, Dr. Partha Mohanty, Ayan Basu, Kanu, Suman, Sanjay, they have all acquired a national status now. That is the most proud moment for a teacher. The nurses, all of them, I can see generally logged in here. The medical and the surgical oncology, pathology, physics team, Dr. Kota is there. All of them have made me where I have reached now, and it's a time of looking back. And I've been around many important institutes in the world and everywhere in the country. Never have I felt any, should I say, lack of confidence. I've always felt that I'm at par with them. That is because I got solid foundation in the 3 years and then subsequent another 2 years that I was there in SCB Medical College and HRCC. It's an institution par excellence, and it's up with anyone, any other center in the country and beyond. I'm hopeful that the people who are studying now, they will be able to take the best of the students who are there, teachers who are there now. Thank you very much, Senapati sir. Lucy is a good friend and good student of mine. The legacy will continue for another 75 years. Thanks a lot. Thank you. We can take the mic back.
There's some technical problem.
Yeah, now I'm able to hear.
Yes, yes, please. Would you like to introduction?
You're speaking with me?
Yes, yes, please.
No, nothing. I just lost after Dr. Kaushik Bhai spoke. So the only thing I can tell is I'm really thankful to Professor Senapati. I'm not a radiation oncologist, as all of you know. I'm a medical oncologist, but we are brothers in the treatment of malignancy, and that's how I see it. And SCB has been my alma mater. So speaking from that point of view, I can only tell one simple, straightforward thing. I have seen quite a bit of India. I've seen quite some medical graduates all across India. We may come from a state like Odisha, but I can tell you proudly that the teaching that we received in our alma mater and the post-graduation teaching which I received in the Department of Medicine, and then after I went on to do in Bangalore, the DM, it has been out of the way, out of the standards, and the practical knowledge really has made us what we are today. And that's all. I cannot thank more than probably the alma mater deserves much more than whatever we say today. And I have lovely juniors like you speaking on the podium today, seniors, teachers whom I see on the online platform. So with all the blessings, I think this institute is going to go far ahead. And I think so is going, and the alumni is going to bring much more laurels to the state of Odisha and definitely the country and definitely in the future. So thank you for remembering me, and thank you again for the opportunity so that I could share my thoughts in the CME. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tarini Sahu. And here I would also like to mention that in the interdepartmental competition, the Department of Radiation Oncology, with the help of our chief speakers, our guest speakers, we stood second in the interdepartmental competition. Thank you. So now moving on to the prolonged and tedious and elaborate but satisfying journey of the Department of Radiation Oncology, we present before you a documentary, Past, Present and Future, Radiation Oncology Offering a Ray of Hope.
The Department of Radiotherapy was started in the 1950s. Initially, the department was founded in collaboration with the Department of Radiology, SCB Medical College, with 2 deep X-ray machines and brachytherapy with radium needles. In 1962, a radiotherapy department with 100 indoor beds was started under the leadership and guidance of the late Professor Dr. N. Pradhan, who served as the first HOD. In 1967, the erstwhile Department of Radiotherapy was designated the cancer wing of SCB Medical College and Hospital, and it received a Cobalt-60 unit, the Theratron Junior, under the Colombo Plan. In 1972-73, another Cobalt teletherapy machine, the El Dorado, was added to the center. In 1974, the cancer wing was redesignated as the Cancer Institute with addition of surgery, gynecology and pathology divisions to the existing radiotherapy division. In 1981, it began working as a regional cancer center, one among 17 such centers across country, with radiation oncology being the backbone of treatment. In line with the vision of the great Mr. Biju Patnaik to mitigate the suffering of thousands of Odias, on 24th of April 1984, the Regional Cancer Center became an autonomous body of the state government and was renamed as the Acharya Harihar Regional Cancer Center, after the renowned freedom fighter and social reformer Acharya Harihar Das, an astute Gandhian by practice and devout follower of Vinoba Bhave and the founder of the Bhudan movement in Odisha. Since then, the Department of Radiotherapy heralded a new era in cancer care as it became one of the 10 national cancer centers. The department received a remote-controlled brachytherapy unit in 1989, the Buchler. The various faculty members of the department collaborated with leading national and international agencies, which led to addition to our armamentarium to fight cancer and led us to acquire a rotational Cobalt-60 Theratron 780C in 1997, 3D treatment planning system in 1998, one simulator and high dose rate brachytherapy machine in 2001. In a little over 3 decades, the Department of Radiation Oncology managed to grow by leaps and bounds due to the untiring efforts of its faculty members, some of whom we are fortunate enough to have with us so that we can turn to them for guidance in times of need.
With the dawn of the new millennium, the department continued to take giant strides towards its goal of equitable and affordable care to all cancer patients of the state. With the ever-increasing number of patients, the department continued to extend radiation therapy treatment both via teletherapy and brachytherapy. During the first decade of the new millennium, the 2 telecobalt machines, Theratron and Bhavatron, along with 24-channel brachytherapy machine Gamma Med Plus, were utilized to their full extent to serve the patients. It was then in 2016 that our visionary Chief Minister Shri Naveen Patnaik inaugurated 2 state-of-the-art linear accelerators, low energy compact and dual energy synergy. This step has single-handedly overhauled our approach to radiation treatment with the CT simulator Somatum and 3D treatment planning system Uncentra for 3D CRT and Monaco for VMAT, IMRT, SRS and SRT at its disposal, the department is now able to provide highly conformal radiation treatment. The department has now successfully moved on from conventional 2D techniques to highly conformal radiation treatments. Armed with 2 linear accelerators, 2 cobalt teletherapy machines, and 24-channel brachytherapy units, the department is one among the very few centers where both conventional and conformal techniques are employed for patients' treatment. With a daily OPD attendance of 200 patients and 300 patients are being treated in various machines. We also have 100 indoor beds where chemotherapy is administered on adjuvant, neoadjuvant basis. We also have 16 bedded daycare facility that caters to our patients who require concurrent chemotherapy as well as adjuvant chemotherapy. Recently, the virtual anatomy table anatomies was acquired to help our resident with the intricate understanding of anatomy that is quite essential to the practice of radiation oncology. Currently, our institute houses diagnostic facilities like 24/7, 128 slice CT machines and 1.5 Tesla MRI to cater to the needs of the patients.
The department is headed by the legendary Professor Dr. Surendranath Senapati, who is an institution in himself. Professor S. N. Senapati has contributed immensely not only to the development of Department of Radiation Oncology, but also to the upliftment of various other departments of the institution. Professor Senapati has been a long-term visionary with an energetic drive for both academical and clinical improvement by active participation in every minute detail and proper functioning of the department. He has undergone training and fellowships in several international and national cancer centers, including MD Anderson Cancer Center USA and TMH Mumbai. He has authored more than 100 publications and has been a recipient of several prestigious awards. He is an excellent teacher for the postgraduate students and other faculties and a brilliant mentor who encourages several academic activities in various forums. He has also held various prestigious offices. Professor Dr. Niharika Panda has completed her MBBS in the year 1988 under Utkal University. She completed MD Radiotherapy in the year 1996 under Utkal University. Joined as a lecturer at MKCG Barampur in the year 1997. She joined at HRCC Cuttack in the year 2012. Trained in palliative care from TIPS under Padma Shri Mr. Rajagopalu. Dr. Sanjukta Padhi. She is an associate professor at the Department of Radiation Oncology in Cuttack. She completed MBBS in the year 1992 from Barampur University. She is MD Radiotherapy from Utkal University, the batch of 1999. She has gained clinical training from Germany and TMH Mumbai. She is a fellow from ISRO UK and a member of renowned organizations like AORI, ICRO, ISMO and ESTRO. And many other organizations are to her credit. Dr. Lucy Patnaik. She is an associate professor at the Department of Radiation Oncology, HPGIC Cuttack. She is MBBS Honours. She holds a gold medal in the subjects of medicine and pediatrics. She is from the batch of 2000. She did her MD Radiation Oncology in the year 2007 at Acharya Haria Regional Cancer Center. She has received advanced training in radiation oncology at Tata Memorial Hospital, Mumbai in the year 2008. Neil Joseph Fellowship in the same year. The department is also well served with a dedicated team of assistant professor. Dr. Deepak Patra, Dr. Manoj Behra, Dr. Durga Prasad Sahu, Dr. Tapan Sahu, Dr. Shailendra Narayan Parida, Dr. Sulagna Mahanti. The dedicated team of residents are the backbone of this department.
Academic excellence is something that the department constantly strives for. Our faculty members have made it to a point to attend prestigious training programs, both national and international, to hone their skills and keep up to the new and emerging frontiers in cancer management. Our residents undergo rigorous training with weekly seminars, case presentations and journal presentations. Even during the pandemic, there was no stop to the pursuit of academic excellence as we stopped in the world of online learning. The department organizes lectures by guest faculties frequently to sensitize the residents to new avenues of learning and for them to gain from the worldly experience of our esteemed guests.
These events are the fertile breeding grounds for new ideas and allow for the participants to learn and understand this ever-changing oncology. With the advancement in science and understanding of tumor behavior, it is extremely pertinent to challenge our knowledge so as to translate it to concrete steps in cancer management. To keep up with the ever-expanding horizon of oncology, the members of this department participate enthusiastically in such events. Members also present scientific papers, posters, and case reports at these forums. They also deliberate, discuss, and debate the nuances of the existing practice and principles of oncology. The department also holds various teaching programs for the residents to help them understand this complicated subject better. The members of the department strive for excellence in all walks of life. That is reflected in the stellar performances of all our faculties at various levels. Professor Dr. S. N. Senapati was conferred the ICRO Fellowship in the year 2013. Besides, over the many years of his truly awe-inspiring career, Professor Senapati has won many awards for his contributions to the society as a doctor and a prominent humanitarian. Besides our very dynamic leader, the other members of the faculty, Professor Niharika Panda, Dr. Sanjukta Padhi and Dr. Lucy Patnaik have been conferred with many prestigious awards. The department is truly enriched by their remarkable achievements. The success of their teachers has also inspired our residents who have won multiple awards across various forums. Alumni of this prestigious institute have been placed at centers of excellence at various national and international levels.
Beyond the wards, clinics, and the busy OPDs lies a life. The members of the department enjoy a rapport among themselves. All major festivals are celebrated with fanfare. Besides birthdays, Teachers' Days are also celebrated. Get-togethers, takeouts, and picnics are also a regular feature. The residents share a very healthy friendships among themselves. The department lives and thrives as a big family. The department believes in giving back to the society its last full measure of devotion. As a part of its holistic cancer care program, the department participates in various community outreach programs. The programs are aimed at creating awareness regarding early detection of cancer, preventable causes of cancers. It also organizes various IEC programs to sensitize the public about the disease burden, importance of completing therapy, recent advances, and treatment options. These programs are our way to assure the public that all is not lost and that cancer diagnosis may not always be a life sentence. These programs also help the members understand the public perception regarding cancers and helps them become better equipped to face any challenges in their day-to-day practice. It also brings the entire community together as one unit in this perennial fight against cancer.
Keeping up with the pace of advancing tenets of cancer care and the ever-increasing patient load, we plan to keep up the stellar work that our predecessors have accomplished. We expect the in-house PET-CT machine to be operational shortly. The plans for expansion of the department are already underway. We plan to have an integrated radiation and medical oncology complex whose construction has already been started. It will provide integrated round-the-clock care to cancer patients. Along with the linear accelerators, it will also house the 150-bedded cancer wards, a dedicated pediatrics unit, fully equipped intensive care unit. We also have 2 bunkers under construction for 2 additional state-of-the-art linear accelerators. We are among the only few centers in the country that provide treatment via both cobalt-60 teletherapy machine and the linear accelerators. We plan to keep doing so as we are going to acquire another cobalt-60 teletherapy machine and a conventional simulator. The newly arrived brachytherapy is being installed. We also plan to acquire the latest technologies that will enable us to provide highly precise radiation treatment, including advanced digital linear accelerator, cyber knife tomotherapy, magnetic resonance linear accelerators, particle beam radiation therapy, magnetic resonance compatible integrated brachytherapy unit, and advanced treatment planning systems. We have successfully transitioned from conventional to conformal radiotherapy, but aspire to make the leap to highly precise image-guided radiation treatment with the help of latest high-end machine so as to serve our patients better and in due process become a world-class cancer care facility.
Continuing with our next program, I, Dr. Arya Pradhan,
and myself, Dr. Kali Prasad Rath,
we welcome you to the magical evening of this cultural extravaganza, The Radiance, which is choreographed by a guru, Dr. Joshna Sahu and Sonali Dash and her team, Sur Mandir. Let's unfold the theatre to life and sink into the depth of music, songs, lights and joy. शुभ संध्या जय जगन्नाथ जगन्नाथ महाप्रभु हेउछन्ति ओडिया चेतनार केंद्र बिंदु कोटी ओडियाकर से होछन्ति मौरमणि
तेणु एई माटीर कोनोसी सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम बिना तांको अनुमति रे संभवपर नुहे.
From the inexhaustible divine source of inspiration, we all do humbly seek. To commence the fest, we start with a submission to the Lord for insight, seeking His benevolence in our respective fields.
Now, may I request our fellow colleagues to present before us the all-powerful and soul-stirring Jagannath Vandana. Let's enjoy this soulful performance. Now this was really a truly mesmerizing performance. It was a blend of cosmic tune and divine music. Our reverence to our beloved Kaliya Thakura was on display, and we could not have been more moved than this song. Cheers to all the participants for putting us still at display.
Next, we are coming to our next performance. Bringing before you all a true feast for the eyes, a symbolic representation of the colorful cultural heritage of our motherland, a program that depicts many colors, many languages, dialects, which bind us as one nation. India is dynamic and vibrant, earthly and exalted, and is an humble attempt to decode the kaleidoscope that is our own beloved Bharat Mata. I welcome our residents to present before us Aisa Desh Hai Mera.
आपके कंधे चढ़ के जहाँ बच्चे देखे मेलों में नटके तमाशे कुल्फी के चाट के ठेले कहीं मिलती मीठी गोली कहीं चूरन की है गुड़िया भोले भोले बच्चे हैं जैसे गुड्डे और गुड़िया तो रोज सुनाए दादी नानी हो रोज सुनाए दादी नानी एक परियों की कहानी ऐसा देश है मेरा हो ऐसा देश है मेरा ऐसा देश है मेरा हाँ ऐसा देश है मेरा इसमें मेहमानों को भगवान कहा जाता है वो यहीं का हो जाता है जो कहीं से भी आता है
Wow, that was indeed a spellbinding performance.
The color vibrance and the transcendent beauty of our country was beautifully portrayed by our colleagues.
A truly spellbinding performance that was.
Coming to our next performance, the music of the heart is the essence of some of the most beautiful songs. Bob Sheffield once said, when we die, we all will turn into songs and we will hear each other and remember each other. Let us unwind by losing ourselves in the lyrics of some amazing melodies and forget ourselves for a while.
The song is sung and composed by very popular Odia veteran film music director Jalal Adeni, written by Nizam, sung by Nirmala Mishra, which was one of the most popular soundtracks in the 1970s. I welcome Dr. Sulandana Mahanti, Assistant Professor of our department, to come up on the stage to cherish our souls by chanting in a beautiful voice.
चरा
That was indeed a lovely performance. How captivating. Let's move forward and be ready for our next lively performance. The next song to be performed was sung by the very popular playback singer Shakti Mishra.
I welcome Dr. Salendra Narayan Parida, Assistant Professor of our department, to come up to the stage and mesmerize us with the voice, soulful voice.
Hello.
our eardrums. It was really a captivating performance.
Now coming to our next performance, these classics have it all. Amazing lyrics, perfect melodies, profound meaning and depth. They can be haunting or peppy. They speak eloquently both of joy and despair. These songs of an era are bygone, but they still rule our hearts. Old, but pure gold.
Now we welcome onto the stage our esteemed head of the Department Radiation Oncology, Professor Dr. S.N. Senapati sir, and head of Department Medical Oncology, Dr. Diptirani Samanta ma'am. They will be followed by our very talented residents and faculty staff. So let's immerse ourselves as the magic unfolds. Now that was indeed a breathtaking and scintillating performance. Now coming to our next performance, which is Odisha Back to Roots. Now this section is a crude and neat attempt to showcase our own Odia culture. Odisha is indeed India's best kept secret. Its art, culture, music, and all the ethno-cultural customs are truly mystified. It takes time and intricate work of highly skilled artisans to weave a string into 9 yards of elegance. We present before you a handloom-themed ramp show for you to enjoy the spellbinding beauty of Odisha. We hope you will enjoy this lively performance as much as we have enjoyed putting it together for you.
Jump,
incredible. Our cultural heritage was very well portrayed and truly commendable. Now coming to next performance, which is a musical medley, presenting before you a beautiful harmony of two of our residents, Dr. Manas and Dr. Maitri, whose rendition will keep you captivated. They are accompanied by Dr. Siddharth, Dr. Aisman and Dr. Saswat. Now we will Now that was a very good performance. Now we definitely feel lucky, lost in the melody deep music notes. Now coming to our next performance, which is our faculty performance. And for the much awaited part of today's evening, our respected faculties have very kindly contributed some of their valuable time to present us the most awaited performance. Let's put our hands together and cheer them as they let their hair down and paint the town red.
3 hearty cheers for the evening most spectacular and anticipated part of the show as we welcome to the stage Dr. Lucy Patnaik, Associate Professor, and Dr. Sulagna Mahathi, Assistant Professor of the departments, as they are ready to set the stage on fire. Our esteemed professor of our department, Dr. Niharika Panda Madam, to present before us a truly beautiful song.
The song is sung from the movie Odino Megho, which is sung by Nirmala Mishra and composed by Sangeeta Sagar Balakrishna Das. sweetest and enthralling performance by our band.
बने नाच गाना हला जे गुटे भी संबलपुरी गाना नाइ बाजी तो माहौल टा केनता चंबा एति लागि आपण के झुमाबा लागि आसुचन हमर प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर एसएन सेनापति सर और ताकर साथ दोचन दीप्ति रानी सामंत मान मजा करू
I request our Professor, Dr. Niharika Panda, to please come on the dais and deliver the vote of thanks. Niharika Madam, please. I also request all the participants to kindly assemble.
सर जितने वाइड है पर ये
I am privileged to end the ceremony with the vote of thanks. I would like to express my gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest for this evening, Professor U.N. Pionda, my teacher, for letting enjoy his magnificent presence this evening. Thank you, sir. We are blessed by your presence. I would also like to thank Professor Dr. Datteswar Khota, Dean and Principal, SCB Medical College, for his remarkable vision to have come up with the idea of this Platinum Jubilee celebration, and which is a perfect blend of academics and cultural extravaganza. And I would like to take this opportunity to express my admiration for his management skills that has displayed in pulling off this epic celebration. I would like to thank our guest of honor, Professor Nirmal Chandra Mahapatra, of this evening for his presence and encouraging us despite his busy schedule. I thank you. I would like to thank my director, Dr. Lalatendu Sadangi, which has always been a source of inspiration for us, and is constantly sitting us to encourage us. I'd like to take that opportunity to applaud Professor S.N. Senapati, our HOD, who has been working tirelessly for the last month or so, balancing the everyday departmental activities with the preparation for this evening aptly. It was his never say die spirit that inspired all of us to put such a spirited performance. Next, I want to thank our two guest speakers, Dr. Tarini Sahu and Dr. Kausik Bhattacharya, for their valuable support and their CME excellence, for which we bagged the second prize. I would like to thank our team of faculties, Dr. Sanjukta, Dr. Lucy, Dr. Tapan, Dr. Durga, Sulakna and Sarendra, to have put their time and energy into making this evening a memorable one. I'd like to thank my teachers sitting in the front row who have come to encourage us for the last 2 hours. Professor K. Das sir, Professor C.R. Naik sir, Professor Navagan Parida sir and Professor B.N. Singh sir. And I'd like to thank our team of residents, all the residents who have worked tirelessly to put together the performance of this evening. I would like to thank all the faculties of our AHPGIC and SCB Medical College who have given time this evening and made this a successful one. Many thanks to Dr. Josna Sahu and her team, Sonali and Chinmoy and others, for excellent choreography and who have had a great effort in making the doctors to dance to the tunes. I would also like to thank for the supporting staff, especially Sachi Babu and his team, for providing us valuable support in successfully organizing this function. Last but not the least, our audience who are sitting for the last 2 hours and encouraging us, both here and all the online viewers who have enjoyed this evening. Thank you all.
Thank you, Niharika. So, dear friends, faculties, we are very fortunate. Now with us are Dean and Principal, Professor Datteswar and also Professor Vidhu Das. Can I request sir, because we are busy with some official works, so at least we are happy. So can I invite Professor Datteswar, Professor Vidhu Das, my director, sir please, my director, Dr. Lalatendu Sodangi, and Professor Kevidas is there, sir. Just you can bless these students and also all the faculties.
Premier teachers, past faculty of Acharya Harihar Regional Research Center, now it is AHPGIC.
पहले गोटे सेकंड में पूरा लाइट ऑफ कर दो, टोटल लाइट ऑफ कर दो.
My colleagues, faculty of AHPGIC, friends, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I was unfortunately that I couldn't join in time. Today, as has been told by our revered HOD, Radiation Oncology, I was in 2 tender meetings for the Platinum Jubilee. And if we don't finalize, we may not be able to give you the food during the function. And there is hardly any time. First time the tender got cancelled. So today we are having a soft tender and we have to make a finalization. Otherwise, all will be going hungry from the function. So I am sorry I couldn't come in time. I extend my sincere apology. But what I can put forth here a few words. All of you know that this celebration is a unique one because we have already gone ahead of 75 years. And we missed the time properly because if you look at 1944, It should have been in 2019. But unfortunately, because of the COVID pandemic, it could not be organized. But anyway, let's not be late. So we decided whether Corona prevails, we'll make it either in virtual or in hybrid, and if permitted, then physical also. So as of now, we have made it a hybrid one. And I believe that all the faculty of AFPGIC and all the faculty and students of SCB Medical College will be joining here on 26th, 27th and 28th. I can assure you, galaxy of luminaries in the field of medical science, galaxy of eminent persons in different sphere. They are coming on 26th, 27th and 28th. I am divulging for the 26th. Mr. P.K. Misra, Principal Secretary to Honorable Prime Minister, he has agreed. He will be giving a keynote address here. Dr. Balaram Bhargav, who is the Director ICMR and also Secretary DHR, he will be physically present. Dr. Guleria, the Director AIMS, he will be physically present. Past President of MCIs, he will be there. And one of the Director of the NBE, National Board of Examination, he will be there in the pre-launch session. So it is going to be a very interesting session, and this session is designated as 75 for 70. This is 25 for 25, like the one we had 75 for 75. This 25 for 25, a way forward when SCB turns to its century, when it turns 100 years. So what should be our vision? What are the input that we get, and we will try to develop SCB in that way, in the line of the vision of our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Yukta Naveen Patnaik, where we are having a huge redevelopment. In 2 pages, we are going to have 5,000 beds. So please join 26th, 27th and 28th. I will also extend an invitation to all of you from 16th to 25th. 25th is the end of our 75 for 75. So please join every day evening. Please make yourself free from 5:30 to 7:30, because we will find all the galaxies of Odisha in different field. They will be coming. They will be felicitated. It is starting from 16th, from political start to the civil society, to the administrator, to the celebrities. 10 category we have made it. So please join us. And at the end, I thank the Director of PGIC, the Head of the Department of Radiation Oncology, and all the senior faculties who had contributed. I know a lot of them, they were also faculty here. We feel very proud and privileged that they were faculty in SCB. And once the HPGIC came, or Acharya Harihar Cancer Center, it came up. They have gone from here. So practically it is part of SCB. As of now also we are dependent on each other. I thank immensely from the core of my heart for all your presence and giving us an opportunity to celebrate this Platinum Jubilee celebration. Thank you. Looking forward to welcoming you again in the last 10 days. Thank you.
Friends, it's really a privilege. I do not know how to put the words. I have lost myself by now, seeing the performance of my students, the whole department, Radiation Oncology department. What a performance they had. It's beyond myself. I couldn't imagine that these boys and girls can perform so well like any professionals. And more so when I saw Surendra and Dipti with a Sambalpuri dance. Oh, really, I lost my. God bless. I couldn't really imagine the potential of my department, of the institute, so much. Thanks, God bless them, and carry on in future. Thanks again.